bring grace. What is it? That's right. Unmerited favor. Though you are guilty, hello? You now have a way back into relationship with Christ. The woman stood up there and Jesus said to her, where are your accusers? And the woman said, me not see them. And what did Jesus say? Neither will I condemn you. Condemnation is an important word, you know. Condemnation is where you can't come back. Condemnation is life sentence. Are you with me? Condemnation is take him out to the gallows and hang him. Crime is a murderer. Condemnation is who? You see that woman there? She used to sell her body from New Kingston. I'll have nothing for her. She can reprobate. She's irredeemable. That man there, in the fire gone. Him is irredeemable. He can never find way. Jesus is saying, by grace and mercy. And Jesus said, neither will I, what? Condemn you. And he told her what to do. John 3 verse 17 says, start from 3:16, then you'll get it. For God so that whosoever, and then what does it go on to say? For God sent not his son into the world but what?
And the world through him
saved. And that's why the people who preach on the buses and some of them places, not that they are evangelists only for them, you know. A lot of them are people in their church who fight the pastor and them have no church no more for God. A lot of them people used to preach, not no pulpit nowhere. Come on, man, talk to me. A lot of them people who preach on Sunday, you know. You see Al Miller preach from bus, even though he might take up from them. You ever see him preach from bus? And if you listen, most of them, it's a message of condemnation. And then they want you pay them to condemn you. And some people pay their very jailer. You ever pay a man who walk you to the gallows? That makes sense. Alright? So that condemnation is one of the first things Jesus taught about how to deal with your accusers. Those who despitefully use you. Those who do you wrong. Those who stand up in your face and torment you. Last night in our training, Adriel and Anel, I really appreciate you young men and your school friends that you would see the value in what we're trying to do on Saturday, when a lot of our very members here who would benefit from the training would not come. Really admire you guys for that, right? I really admire you, Alyssa, who has gone as far as the door of the Rhodes Scholarship, and who is Jamaica's whatever scholar, and you're valedictorian, that you would take time on a Saturday evening to see the value in the little teaching we're doing up there, right? And yesterday, the son of Stewart, Carmen Stewart's son, who is the leading technologist, music technology, you see him come and him sit down under the teaching. And there are people in this church, though we announce it every week, who have not come. And there was a brother yesterday from Torrington who said, I have come to the understanding that even though I am married for so long, that if I should catch my wife in the most whatever situation, I would not forgive, I would not leave her. You remember? By the way, I'm going to call him and counsel him a little bit, because the scripture actually says the scripture actually says, I think in Matthew 5:31. I think in Matthew 5:31, the scripture, Jesus, one of the things Jesus actually said is that he is against divorce. except for unfaithfulness. So, although he followed it by saying you should forgive 70 by 7, are you with me? But we know that he doesn't sanction those kinds of things.